Alright, I'm with Steve McGoy.
How you doing?
At McGoy Suspension. We have a very exciting product to showcase everyone. It's right here. Alright, can you tell us about this kit?
It's our brand new 4-inch kit. We developed a brand new 4-inch HD kit for the 2020 and newer, now all the way to 25. It drops the cross members a full 4 inches, spindle's 4 inches taller. It comes with shocks we build in-house, valves specific to this application, not just because it's the right length we give it to you. It's tuned specifically to this truck, front and rear. It comes with a 1.8-inch lift block in the back. We give you adjustable leaf spring shims and a center pin if you'd like to fine tune the height. It also comes with a 3/16 skid plate that comes up the side of the differential to encapsulate it. Flexible sway bar end links, everything that you need to install this kit comes in the kit. There's a picture of it, we put this on our wall, everything that comes with it. So we're super pumped to have it here at SEMA.
So, what's special about this 4-inch kit that sets it apart from the competitors?
So when we did it, a lot of people wanted to be able to run like their factory 20-inch or larger wheels with a little bit more aggressive tire. It'll run the stock wheel as well as a 18x9 like that's on our truck with a 5.7 backspace. So a lot of guys will call it like zero poke. So if you look from the front, the track width didn't increase any. It stayed the same as it did stock. So if you were to look from the front of the truck to the back, the front and rear tires are now the same. A lot of times if the front is a little bit wider, you'd have to put like a wheel spacer on the back if you like to have that look, right? So the zero poke is a big deal, being able to run your factory wheels and tires. This truck is set at a true 4-inch right now. You could turn it up to go to a 6. If you do that, I recommend you use our control arm, torsion key to achieve that, and then we do have an additional leaf pack spacer in the back to go up in the rear. But that's pretty much it. We've driven this truck. It's got around 20,000 miles on it now. It actually pulled a trailer from Fresno all the way here. And it's a work truck. It's not a show truck by any means.
All right, 4-inch kit. What size tires are we running?
So this is on a Nitto. It's a 37, 1250, 18 tire.
Any rub at all?
Nope.
No
You
rub.
can look, we had to trim the front bumper balance about 3/4 of an inch down here at the tip to nothing, about 1/2 inch below. Okay. And then at the back, it still has your factory, you know, mud guard on it, right?
Yeah.
All we did was push it back in the back here, but it clears, no rubbing, nothing.
So anytime, you know, I get a lot of questions of what size tires can we run on a 4-inch kit, or what's the minimal lift kit I need to clear 37? So this answers it right here.
So I tell everybody, if you have a wheel and tire that you are just dead set on running in your lifted truck, right? Maybe your truck's stock and you want to lift it, pick the wheel and tire, then decide what lift kit you want to go with. If you are fine running a 9-inch wide and you want to do 37s on your HD, a 4-inch kit is perfect. But if you wanted to say run like a 14-inch wide and still run 37s, then you would definitely want to run our 7 and 9-inch kit so that you could clear that. We did a primary knuckle design when we originally did it. So we 3D print our knuckle from scratch. We test fit it on the truck. We make sure it has clearance. Obviously you can't drive on it or set it down, but it gives us an idea. It allows us to go back and fine tune the design of the part before we just go into mass production and find out, oh, hey, guess what? It doesn't fit right. So we went through 2 or 3 revisions of that to make it to where you have that extra clearance on the knuckle so that if you do want to run a bigger tire, the spindle isn't the issue. You know, normally it'll become like a sway bar or an inner fender well that may rub. It's not the spindle's issue anymore.
All right, so as Steve mentioned, zero poke on this lift kit. Look at that. No spacers needed for this 4-inch kit, and you have plenty of clearance. Let me see if I can shine some light on there. And the reason why, to me, that's a big deal is because I would say majority of the kits out there for really any lift kits that uses aftermarket spindle requires, like I said, to use a wheel spacer in the front. And I'll use my LML, for an example, I have to put 2-inch spacers up front, and to match that in the rear, I have to put 2-inch in the rear. So my LML with stock wheels, they stick out about this much, as if you are running a 10 wide wheel, or more like actually close to pretty close to like a 12-inch wide wheel. So this, if this is a look you're trying to go for, this is a game changer. Here is the McGaughy's cross member, the upper control arm setup with their shocks that's, you know, tuned specifically for this vehicle. And the rear is just your shocks and shins. Holy crap.
Yeah, anytime.
All right, and as Steve mentioned, this 4-inch kit is running 37s. 37, 1250. So if you have a 2020 plus, 2020 to 2025 now, GM HDs, and you're looking at running 37s with either stock wheels or something with like maybe 9-inch wheel or 10-inch wheel with, you know, smaller offset, this kit is your go-to. If you wanted to run offset wheels like 12 wides or 14 wides, you could probably fit 35s. You can raise the keys up a little bit, you know, set it at 5 to maybe 6 inches. It is somewhat adjustable. So yeah, this opens up a lot of doors for those guys who wanted to run smaller wheels, or even like that bulldog stance look that you couldn't really achieve with the 7-inch kit because it was too big. So this is like really exciting. As you guys know, I've been working with McGaughy's for the last 7 years. Like, I've had McGaughy's on my first Duramax, and you know, to me, I got that kit. It was one of the best looking kits at the time, and it was very affordable for a 7 to 9-inch kit. And McGaughy's have come a long way since then, and yeah, it's really exciting to see them create a kit that I really like have been desiring for the last couple of years. Because as much as I like lifted trucks, I'm kind of at a point where I like smaller trucks, yeah, more convenient trucks that are easier to maneuver, more daily drivable trucks. So this 4-inch kit looks good, and you can fit 37s. And I bet you could probably maybe even squeeze in 37s if you really wanted to. Now, I would need to wait for one of you guys crazy people to do a 38-inch tire on this truck and let me know what all you had to do. Maybe raise the keys a little bit, maybe how to put a 2-inch spacer. I don't know what all it's going to take at the moment, but I want to see one of you guys do it, and I'm sure it's going to happen, and somebody will post something on Facebook. So stay tuned. Follow McGaughy's on their Instagram, so that way, you know, they'll repost your vehicle with the setup and all that. But to me, this is a great looking kit, great looking truck. And yeah, here is their McGaughy's premium 4-inch layout, and they do have the stainless steel SS inserts for it, so it's really exciting. And the tire clearance is perfect. I mean, most kits you actually have to cut the valence right here or remove it. But yeah, this is a great looking kit, and yeah, they did an amazing job. All right, well, since we are at the McGaughy's booth, they have their lowered F-150, which, you know, they specialize in lowering stuff. Fun fact, McGaughy started out with drop kits on Chevys. It used to be called Mike McGaughy's suspension. So walking over here, we have some newer Power Stroke, newer Ford stuff. You guys know I've never really had a Ford, so I couldn't tell you a whole lot about it, but we know that this is their new 8-inch kit that they came out with on a 24 Super Duty. Oh god, that is beautiful. Look at that setup right there.
Were they moving on?
Shocks, reservoir shocks with a mount. The 4-link. Oh yeah, that is pretty. Yeah, that 4-link setup is stout. I like this truck. It's all blacked out. It's good.
that, but I mean, when you're driving a $150,000 truck, you got disposable income.
For sure.